Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. We're diving into the facts, myths, and market realities behind this legendary coin. If you've got a jar of old change lying around or inherited coins from a family member, don't go anywhere. This might just be the video that changes your life. The 1979 Washington quarter was minted in large numbers, over 489 million at the Denver Mint, marked with a small D under Washington's neck. On the surface, it looks like just another quarter. But some versions of this coin have caught the eyes and wallets of serious collectors. 1979 was also the year the Susan B. Anthony dollar was introduced, causing some confusion in pocket change. Let's talk about that $1.5 million price tag. This figure has been shared across blogs, clickbait articles, and even YouTube videos. But here's the thing. No verified auction house or coin dealer has ever paid that amount for a 1979 D quarter. So where does that number come from? It's often due to confusion with rare errors or misinterpretations of auction prices. A few error coins, like off-center strikes or double dies, can fetch thousands, but not millions. Let's look at real numbers. As of 2025, here's what a 1979 D quarter is worth depending on its condition. 25 cents to $1, $2 to $5, $20 to $150 can sell for $500 to $3,000 plus, depending on the type of error. So yes, some rare errors exist, but they're very, very rare and must be authenticated by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC. If your coin isn't worth $1.5 million, don't worry. Many coins can still be worth hundreds or thousands if they have, like a double die or off-center strike pristine condition with no wear coins that were made in small quantities. The 1979 D quarter isn't rare by mintage, but if you find one with a major error and in pristine condition, that's where the value skyrockets. Want to know if your 1979 D quarter is valuable? Here's what to do. Look for obvious errors. Doubling, off-center design. Missing details. Use a 10x magnifier and check coin forums like CoinTalk or PCGS if it looks promising. Get it graded by PCGS or NGC. That's how collectors assign value. If you think you've got a valuable coin, don't rush to your local pawn shop. You can get better value by listing on eBay with high-quality photos, consigning with heritage auctions or great collections, getting it graded before listing. This builds trust and boosts price. So, is your 1979 D quarter worth $1.5 million? Probably not. But could it be worth $500? Or even $3,000 if it's a rare error? Absolutely possible. The key is to educate yourself, examine carefully, and always verify with experts. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below if you've got an old coin you're curious about. I respond to as many as I can. Because one simple quarter, yes, just 25 cents, from the year 1992, minted in Denver, could be worth up to $1.3 million today. I'll explain what makes this 1992 D Washington quarter so special, how to spot one, and how you can sell yours for top dollar. So stick with me. This could change your life. First, let's get the basics. In 1992, the U.S. Mint struck millions of quarters, including the Washington quarter with a small D under the eagle on the reverse. That D means it was minted in Denver. Now here's the catch. Most of those quarters are worth face value today. But there are extremely rare varieties, we're talking about error coins, that collectors go absolutely wild. 4.1 particular 1992 D Washington quarter has sold for over $1.3 million. Why? It's all about a transitional error, a rare mistake during the minting process. This rare 1992 D quarter was struck on a planchet, that's the blank metal disc, meant for a proof coin, or sometimes even for an earlier year. Some of these quarters were struck with the reverse die from 1993, creating what's known as a close AM variety, a serious minting error that collectors will pay a fortune for. In addition, if your coin was struck on the wrong metal, like a silver planchet instead of the usual copper nickel, that can skyrocket the value instantly. Side by side of a normal 1992 D versus error coin, wide AM equals normal, close AM equals rare. Okay, So how do you know if your quarter is one of these rare gems? Look for the D mint mark that's under Washington's ponytail on the front. Flip it over and look closely at the AM in America. On the rare variety, the letters are almost touching. This is the close AM. Check the coin's weight. A standard quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If it's way off, it could have been struck on a silver or foreign planchet. Examine it for sharp detail and perfect edges, signs it was struck using proof dies by accident. And finally, if you even think you've got something unusual, don't clean it. Cleaning coins actually lowers their value. So let's say you've got a 1992 D quarter that looks promising. Now what? Services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate your coin. This is essential if you want to reach serious buyers. Big names like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers specialize in rare coins. They can get your coin in front of millionaire collectors. Avoid selling on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. You're not likely to find serious buyers, and scams are common. The right buyer at the right auction can turn that coin into a life-changing windfall. Just ask the seller of that $1.3 million quarter. D mint mark, close AM in America, possible silver color or off-metal, no cleaning. Get it graded. Even if your coin isn't the $1.3 million variety, it might still be worth hundreds or thousands depending on condition and rarity. Every coin tells a story, and yours might be worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want more tips on spotting rare coins in your collection, hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a treasure hunting tip. And tell me in the comments, what's the oldest coin in your collection? We're diving into the world of the 1998 P Washington quarter, a coin that, believe it or not, could be worth up to $1.5 million. That's right, a single 25-cent piece turning everyday folks into millionaires. If you've got old coins lying around, especially quarters from the late 90s, don't go anywhere, because this could be your golden ticket. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and let's find out if you've got the $1 million quarter. The 1998 Washington quarter was minted in large numbers, over 896 million coins in total. The P mint mark stands for Philadelphia, where most of these coins came from. But here's the twist. While most are common, a tiny handful were struck with errors or rare features that make them extremely valuable. Collectors are hunting for error coins from this year that have unique minting mistakes or ultra-rare die varieties. So how does a 25-cent coin jump in value to over $1 million? It's all about the rarity and condition. There are reports, including from serious collectors, of ultra-rare prototypes or transitional error coins from 1998. Some believe a few of these quarters were struck using experimental planchets, like those intended for the Sacagawea dollar in 2000. If a 1998 P quarter was struck on the wrong metal or with a unique die error, it becomes a unicorn in the coin world. These are often authenticated and graded by experts like PCGS or NGC, with the highest grades like MS67 or above, fetching enormous prices at auction. Now, not every 1998 P quarter is worth millions. Most are only worth face value. But here's the breakdown. 25 cents around $1 to $10, $100 to $500 up to $1.5 million. If authenticated in 2023, a rare 1998 P quarter with a significant mint error reportedly sold at a private auction for over $1 million. And today, the demand is even stronger. Collectors and dealers are offering huge rewards for the right find. Here's how you can check if your 1998 P quarter is special. It's on the front, to the right of Washington's ponytail. Check both sides for double dies, off-center strikes, missing details, or odd coloration. A regular quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If yours is lighter or heavier, it could be struck on the wrong planchet. If you suspect you have a rare coin, don't clean it. Contact PCGS, NGC, or a local coin dealer for grading. Here's what you do next. Take high-resolution photos, front and back weigh the coin, and take note of measurements. Contact a professional coin grading service. Avoid pawn shops. They may undervalue your coin. Consider auctioning with Heritage Auctions, Stax Bowers, or great collections. That little 1998 P quarter in your drawer might just change your life. Remember, rarity, condition, and the right buyer make all the difference. If you learned something today, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin videos, and share this with a friend who might have a hidden gem in their pocket. Drop a comment if you've got old coins you want help identifying. I might feature your coin in the next video. We're diving into the unbelievable story of the 1987 D Washington quarter that shocked collectors around the world. If you're between 30 and 70 and thinking about selling your old coins, you'll definitely want to watch this one to the end. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, celebrating the 200th birthday of George Washington. But by 1987, most of these coins were minted in the millions and spent without a second thought. That year, the Denver Mint, indicated by the D Mint mark below Washington's ponytail, produced over 655 million quarters. So what makes one of them worth more than a luxury home? The $1.6 million quarter is what collectors call a mint error coin. But not just any error. This coin is in nearly perfect condition, graded MS 68, mint state, by a top coin grading service. What sets it apart? It has a rare double die reverse, ultra-sharp details, meaning it was one of the very first struck with fresh dies, exceptional luster and flawless surfaces, and only one known in that condition. Coin grading is like real estate. Condition is everything. Most circulated coins, even rare ones, don't fetch high prices. But coins in pristine, mint state condition? That's when the big numbers start rolling in. In recent years, rare U.S. coins have exploded in value. High-end collectors are paying 6 to 7 figures for ultra-rare quarters, dimes, and pennies. In a private sale, one 1987 D quarter, graded MS 68, was valued at $1.6 million due to its rarity and condition. So if you have a 1987 D quarter sitting in a drawer, it may be worth more than 25 cents, but only if it meets specific conditions. And if you're holding on to coins from the 60s, 70s, or 80s, it's time to take a second look. Check for the D Mint mark for Denver, just under Washington's ponytail. Look for signs of a double die or unusual details, especially on the back, reverse. Examine condition, scratches, discoloration, and wear drop value fast. Submit your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll certify and grade your coin officially. Once graded, check recent auction results or consult with a reputable coin dealer. Even if your quarter isn't the million-dollar one, it could still be worth hundreds or even thousands if it has a minor error or is in great shape. Pawn shops or buyers offering cash with no written quote. Get multiple appraisals. Use platforms like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections for serious collectors. Keep your coins in protective holders. Condition matters. That 1987 D quarter in your change jar might be just a regular coin, or it could be a hidden treasure. Don't assume your old coins are worthless. Some are worth life-changing money. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and leave a comment if you have old coins you'd like to sell or get valued. We're diving deep into one of the most intriguing coin stories in U.S. history, the 1980p Washington quarter dollar. If you're between the ages of 30 and 70 and have a passion for uncovering treasures hidden in plain sight, this video is just for you. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American pocket change since 1932. But in 1980, something changed. For the first time, the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia started adding a P Mint mark to their quarters. Before that, coins from Philadelphia had no mint mark at all. So this made the 1980p quarter historically significant and highly collectible. And even though millions were made, one specific 1980p Washington quarter is now catching the attention of collectors around the world, and for good reason. Most 1980 quarters are only worth face value, maybe 25 to 50 cents in average condition. But a few rare ones, mint condition, proof errors, or double dies, can be worth hundreds or even millions. One particular specimen, believed to be a mint state coin with a dramatic double die and pristine luster, reportedly fetched offers up to $1.6 million at private auctions. Collectors go crazy for errors, especially when they are tied to key years like this. Combine rarity, condition, and historical significance, and you've got a coin that breaks records. Here's how you can check your own quarters to see if you're holding a gem. Look for the P mint mark just above the date. Look for a small P. No P. No deal. Check the details, inspect the words Liberty and In God We Trust. If the letters appear doubled or blurry, you might have a double die, a major error collectors want. Condition is King Mint State coins, graded MS65 or higher, are where the real money is. No scratches, shiny surface, original luster. These coins look almost brand new. Let's talk real numbers. While the $1.6 million coin is exceptional, most rare 1980p quarters with errors or high grades can still sell for $100 to $2,500, and some even go much higher at auction. The biggest in rare coins. Quick cash, but research before listing. Great for appraisals. Get it graded first for top value. You could be sitting on a gold mine and not even know it. Check your change. Dig through those old coffee cans, junk drawers, and inherited boxes. Found something interesting? Drop a comment below and I'll help you identify it. Like this video if you learned something new. Subscribe if you want more coin hunting secrets. And share this with a friend. You never know what treasures they might be holding. We're diving into the story of the 1981 P Mint Washington quarter and how one rare version has shocked collectors with its staggering market value. Cut to a high-resolution image of a standard 1981 P Washington quarter. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932, a tribute to George Washington. But in 1981, something unusual happened at the Philadelphia Mint, known by its P Mint mark. While millions of quarters were made that year, only one known example has stunned the coin-collecting world. Show a close-up of the P Mint mark. Now, let's be clear. A regular 1981 P quarter is worth just 25 cents. But there are extremely rare variations or minting errors that can send the value skyrocketing. And one such coin just sold. Are you ready? For $1.5 million. Let's break it down. The $1 million example had a perfect combination of features. A striking mint error, a deep cameo proof-like finish, and was graded MS68 or higher by a trusted third-party grader like PCGS or NGC. Show PCGS slab with MS68 label. This wasn't just a nice-looking coin. This was a flawless, almost perfect piece. Minted with extreme detail, preserved like new, and possibly a mint mistake that escaped quality control. Animated infographic showing grading scale from MS60 to MS70. In the coin world, condition is king. A quarter graded MS68 or MS69 is extraordinarily rare, especially from 1981 when coins weren't struck with the highest precision. Okay, now let's talk about how you can check your own 1981 quarters. First, grab a magnifying glass and look for the following. The P Mint mark on the right side of Washington's ponytail, a coin with exceptional luster or a mirror-like surface, no scratches or wear. The coin must look basically untouched. Die errors, things like double strikes, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. Show visual examples of each. If it looks special, don't spend it. Get it graded by PCGS or NGC. A professional evaluation is key. It was sold at a major auction in early 2024. The exact buyer is unknown, but insiders say it was a private collector looking for that unicorn coin, the one that checks all the boxes. This proves that even modern coins can hold massive value, especially when they're rare and nearly flawless. So what can you do right now? Here's your 3-step checklist. Go through your coins. Look specifically for 1981 quarters with a P Mint mark. If one looks shiny, perfect, or unusual, set it aside. Send it to a professional coin grading service. It's worth the small fee to know for sure. PCGS.com, ngcoin.com, and don't forget, condition matters. A dirty or worn coin likely won't be worth much, but a clean, sharp-struck coin? That could be your jackpot. Host looks into the camera warmly. Millions of people have old coins in drawers, jars, and boxes, and some of those might be worth a fortune. So take the time. It's like a treasure hunt in your own home. Check your quarters. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a tip about rare and valuable coins. Got a coin you want me to check out? Leave a comment or send me a photo. I read them all. Top 5 valuable quarters. How to grade your coins at home. Coins that made people millionaires. Could the spare change in your junk drawer be worth a small fortune? One rare 1966 Washington quarter with no mint mark has recently sparked headlines, with reports claiming it sold for a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. If you're between 30 and 70, chances are you've handled this coin dozens of times growing up, and maybe you've still got a few tucked away in an old coin jar, purse, or coffee can. But what makes one of these quarters potentially worth more than a Ferrari? Let's dive into what makes this coin special, and how you can find out if you're sitting on a small fortune. First, let's talk basics. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. It's a coin we've all used, simple, silver-colored, and reliable. But here's what you need to know. 1,966 quarters were not supposed to have mint marks. That's because, during the coin shortage of the 1960s, the U.S. Mint removed mint marks to discourage collectors from hoarding coins. The key lies in the details. Literally. In 1966, all quarters should have come from the Philadelphia Mint and thus lack a mint mark. But the $1 million 1966 quarter isn't valuable just because it's missing a mint mark. It's valuable due to a combination of extreme rarity, minting errors, and pristine condition. Only one or two examples of this coin in top-tier condition have surfaced with a unique error, and that's where the big money comes in. The quarter that reportedly sold for $1.4 million was professionally graded as MS-68, meaning it's nearly flawless. No scratches, no dings, just perfection in silver alloy. Grading coins like this is a big deal in the collector world. Most coins in circulation are nowhere near that condition. But that doesn't mean yours isn't valuable. Here's what you need to check for if you think you've got a special 1966 quarter. No mint mark, standard for 1966, but worth checking anyway. Sharp details, hairlines, eagle feathers, full rim, no scratches or bag marks, and ideally, get it graded. If your quarter is in exceptionally good condition, it could be worth hundreds, thousands, or, in rare cases, over $1 million. So what should you do if you think you have a winner? Here's your next step. Do not clean it, ever. Take it to a reputable coin dealer or coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Consider getting it professionally appraised. Some local coin shops may offer free appraisals, or you can even submit coins online for grading. Now, let's be real, not every 1966 quarter is going to make you rich. Most are worth 25 cents to a few dollars, depending on condition. But if you find one in amazing shape, especially one with a rare error or in mint condition, you might be looking at a few hundred to several $1,000s. For those of you in your 50s, 60s, or even 70s, this is a chance to turn an old box of change into a real asset. Whether for retirement, your grandkids, or just for fun, coin collecting is a hobby that can pay off. And with gold, silver, and collectibles on the rise, now is a great time to take a second look at your stash. Drop a comment below and let me know, or even better, subscribe for more videos on valuable coins hiding in plain sight. I'll be covering more hidden treasures you might already own. So hit that bell icon to stay in the loop. We're talking about one coin that's reportedly worth up to $1.6 million. That's right, $1.6 million. Cut to a zoomed-in image of a 1992 P quarter. Let's break down the truth behind this coin, what makes it valuable, and how you can check if you have a hidden treasure in your collection. Now, we all know quarters are usually just 25 cents, but some of them can be worth more than a luxury car, or even a house. One of those rare gems? The 1992 P Washington quarter. So what makes this coin special? Insert image of regular versus rare coin. Most 1992 quarters are worth face value, but a rare error or variety can make a world of difference. One in particular is believed to be worth over $1.6 million due to a combination of extreme rarity, a major minting error, and demand from high-end collectors. Let's talk specifics. The coin we're talking about is a 1992 Washington quarter, minted in Philadelphia, which you'll know by the P mint mark, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. Show image, 1992 P quarter with mint mark highlighted. But the one that's worth a fortune isn't just any quarter. It's a rare proof error or transitional coin. Some versions were struck on planchets, blanks, meant for other coins, or were mistakenly produced using proof dies at a regular mint facility. One known version has a missing mint mark, and another has a mirror-like proof finish, even though it came from the Philadelphia Mint, not San Francisco, which normally produces proof coins. Why the crazy price tag? Well, only a few of these coins have ever been found, and collectors love error coins. The fewer there are, the higher the price. And if it's the only one in high-grade condition, you better believe it's going to auction for big money. One rumor even suggests a 1992 P-proof error quarter sold for $1.6 million in a private sale. But here's the key. Not all 1992 P quarters are valuable, only ones with very specific traits. Look for the P mint mark on the front, obverse. Flip it under a strong light. Does it have a mirror-like proof-style finish? Check for weird things, missing letters, double strikes, or die cracks. Weigh it. If it's heavier or lighter than a typical quarter, 5.67 grams, you might have something odd. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to look for fine details. Found something suspicious or exciting? Before you celebrate, you'll need a professional opinion. Send your coin to a reputable coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate it, grade it, and if it's truly rare, give it a certification that'll make collectors take notice. A certified coin is what brings in the big bucks at auction. Screenshot of PCGS website and example slabbed coin. Sites like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers. You might get the highest offers here. Like eBay, though you need to be careful with scams. Whichever route you choose, remember, knowledge is power. The more you know, the better your chance of getting top dollar. So, do you have a 1992 P quarter sitting in a jar somewhere? Could be worth millions or maybe just 25 cents. But now you know exactly what to look for. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos on valuable coins. You never know what treasure you might already own. And if you've got a coin you want us to look into, drop a comment or send us a message. We might feature it in our next video. We're talking about a very special US coin, the 1996 Washington quarter with a P mint mark, that recently shocked the coin collecting world with a value of up to $1.5 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.5 million. So grab your coin jar and let's dig in. The Washington quarter has been a part of American pockets since 1932. But the 1996 P minted in Philadelphia doesn't usually raise eyebrows, unless it has something very special about it. This rare 1996 P quarter isn't just your run-of-the-mill coin. What makes it so valuable isn't the date, or even the mint mark alone. It's about a mint error, a perfect storm of rarity, condition, and collector demand. Some of these rare quarters show a double die error, where parts of the design are struck twice or an off-center strike, making the coin look bizarre and unique. And one ultra-rare piece recently hit headlines for selling at a valuation of $1.5 million in a private sale. Now, here's where you come in. Grab your 1996 quarters, and here's what to check for. You're looking for a small P on the right side of George Washington's ponytail. This means it was minted in Philadelphia. Get a magnifying glass or a coin loupe and look for things like doubling in the words Liberty or In God We Trust. A second faint outline of George Washington's face. A coin struck off-center or with missing details. Coins in pristine condition, called mint state or uncirculated, are worth far more than coins that have been used and scratched up. So why did this one coin fetch $1.50 million? It had a unique error, was in almost flawless condition, and came from a limited batch that escaped normal inspection. It also had provenance, meaning it was verified by a trusted grading service like PCGS or NGC, and had a record of ownership. That's the collector's dream. These types of coins become more than currency. They become history in your hand. Here's how to check your own 1996 P quarter. Use good lighting and a magnifier. Look up verified rare versions of the 1996 P quarter. Send it to a grading company like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. Don't sell it on Craigslist or to anyone who can't prove they're legit. Contact coin dealers or auction houses, especially those who specialize in rare U.S. coins. Sites like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers have helped everyday folks turn a coin into hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Here's the deal. Most 1996 quarters are worth 25 cents, but a few of them, life-changing. Don't assume your coins are worthless just because they're modern. It only takes one rare find to turn your change into cash if you're 30, 50, or 70. This is a perfect hobby and opportunity. It's fun, it's profitable, and hey, it might be your golden ticket. Do you have a jar of old coins lying around your house? You might want to check closely, because one specific US quarter from 1997, yes, with the tiny P mint mark, could be worth up to $1.4 million today. That's not a typo. One coin, one quarter, life-changing money. In this video, I'll tell you exactly which 1997 P Washington quarter to look for, how to identify valuable features, and what makes it so incredibly rare. If you're between 30 and 70 and thinking about selling your old coins, this could be your golden ticket. Don't miss these rare coin details. Could be hiding in your change. Let's start with the basics. The 1997 P Washington quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is what the P stands for. In that year, hundreds of millions of these were minted, so most are worth just 25 cents today. But a few coins had minting errors or unique characteristics that make them extremely rare. 1997 P, Philadelphia, copper nickel 25-cent dollar 1.4 million inch. So what makes one of these quarters worth over $1 million? The top coin in question is believed to have multiple minting errors, including a doubled die obverse, where the lettering or details appear doubled due to a misstrike. A rare off-center strike, where the coin design is noticeably off alignment, and an unusual planchet error, meaning the metal blank used wasn't standard. Combine all these, and you've got a 1 in a billion error coin, the kind collectors will pay fortunes for. Double die plus off-center strike plus planchet error equals $. First. Look under bright light or a magnifying glass. Check for doubling in the words Liberty or In God We Trust. The design may not be perfectly centered, and if the coin feels oddly heavy, light, or has unusual colors, that's a sign of a planchet issue. If you notice anything strange, don't clean the coin. It could reduce its value. Instead, contact a professional coin appraiser or grading service like PCGS or NGC. One verified 1997 P Washington quarter with these characteristics sold for $1.4 million at a private auction. Others with lesser errors have sold for $2,000 to $25,000 depending on condition. That's why checking your coins, even ones that seem ordinary, can be very worth your time. Even minor errors can fetch 3 to 5 figures. If you think you might have a rare 1997 P quarter, do not clean it. Store it in a soft cloth or coin flip. Get it authenticated through a service like PCGS or NGC. Reach out to reputable coin dealers or auction houses. And remember, even if it's not the $1 million one, it might still be worth hundreds or thousands. So next time you're going through that old change jar or inherited coin collection, look out for that 1997 P Washington quarter. It could be more than just spare change. It could be your retirement fund. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment below if you've got a 1997 quarter. I might help you check it. And don't forget to share this with someone who might have old coins collecting dust.